about a minute into the first quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
Nikola Jokic.
Now Young. From past the arc. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on DeRozan. The East All-Stars shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And Young's confidence it's easy to love. A leader who really takes responsibility for his team, win or lose.
Now here's Curry. James outside. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. No one near James as he lets it go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Off a hot feed right there, LeBron. Automatic.
Here's Young from deep. The long distance three is buried. Young's got 7 points.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Jokic finds DeRozan. Right side out of the Kumbo. And here is Tatum. He's got 5. Pass to Morant. Popped up there for Embiid. Now here's Jokic. Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
Boy, the passing ability of Jokic is really something. I mean, he's proven to be quite the capable playmaker.
DeRozan against Young. On the wing, Wiggins. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Crafty move, and Embiid throws it down.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Curry passes to Jokic. James has a 2-pointer. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 6, and the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Butler, he's checked in front of Kumbo. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jokic. And Paul subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now, here's Ball. Kick out to Levine. And the pass to Ball. Levine dishes to Gobert. Outside, Ball. Levine wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now, here's Ball. Following the shot by Chris Paul. And it's Towns missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Ball. Following the score by DeMar DeRozan. The drive by Ball. Gobert. Towns trying to get open. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And the basket by DeRozan.
You know, when DeRozan's able to connect from there, it really opens up the floor for his teammates.
Levine against Mitchell. Levine passes to Gobert. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Who wants a T-shirt? Make some noise!
West making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for James. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Giannis passes to Butler. DeRozan with it. Paul kicks to DeRozan. The three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Back to Middleton. Pass to Towns. He dishes it to Middleton. Kick out to Levine. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DeRozan. No good from the wing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's the East All-Stars heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got DeRozan, Antetokounmpo out there with Butler. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. No good from Booker. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 5. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Butler. Back to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Butler, no good. Booker with it. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the East All-Stars. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, let's get up and get loud for your West All-Stars dance team.
Group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. James comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And Curry subbed in for Paul. And then for the East, Embiid, he's checked in for Gobert. Jason Tatum comes in for Chris Middleton. And Wiggins is subbed in for DeJounte Murray.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, you don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebounder.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Wiggins drives in.
Well, I think this is an ideal recipe for Wiggins. Attacking on the drive, making people try to match up with his athleticism. That's a winning combination for Wiggins.
The three for Doncic. East grabs the miss. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Levine for 3, bangs home the trifecta. And now it's a 10-point East All-Star lead.
Levine is such a really good shooter from deep. You can't allow him to be alone at the arc.
Curry outside, and Embiid with the block. Booker finds Wiggins. Embiid against Jokic. A nice shot by Embiid.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Count that one. The East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Doncic. Booker outside. Takes a 3. It's tipped. Tatum dishes to Booker. Tatum against Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's the three, and it's Jason Tatum with a three. Tatum's got 8 points.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Garland in for Stephen Curry. Timeout called East All-Stars.
Who wants a T-shirt? All right, fans, let's get up and get loud for your West All-Stars dance team. All right, fans, let's get up and get loud for your West All-Stars dance team.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Mitchell. DeMar DeRozan comes in for James. And Doncic is subbed in for Garland. The East also changing it up. Ja Morant comes in for Young. And it's Devin Booker in for Ball.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Passes it to DeRozan. And here's Doncic. Back to Butler. Doncic outside. This one for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 5.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the three ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Jokic passes to Doncic. And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Fires at the elbow. Again, the miss by Booker. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a 10-point game.
Boy, a fine passer at his position. Jimmy Butler recognizes when his teammates are open and how to get the ball to him.
24 seconds left in the first half. Booker outside. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Elbow shot. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so it's the East All-Stars in
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The East All-Stars find themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And over to Shaq, what'd you think about the East All-Stars?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the West All-Stars?
Ice cold, frigid from the onset. The question is now, can they shake it off?
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Jason Tatum. Young is out there with Morant. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. Morant outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got the first points of the second half here for the East All-Stars. Young with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Back to Wiggins for 3. Connects from three-point range. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there. Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Young looking it over. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the East All-Stars.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Good on the three-point shot. He's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Curry against Young. Shoots over Curry. Wiggins dishes to Young. 5 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The quick look, no good that time. Curry's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Young against Antetokounmpo. Young outside. Young is double. Morant with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside DeRozan. Down low. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Tatum. Young outside. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Kicks it to Morant.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Driving the lane. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the West All-Star. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jokic. Fred VanVleet comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Garland in for Stephen Curry. And there it is for him.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
For 3, Murray. Timeout called. East All-Stars.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Jared Allen's checked in for Mitchell. Luka Doncic comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Paul subbed in for Garland. And a switch here also for the East. Booker's checked in. Levine for three. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Levine's got 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Drains the three-pointer.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
The fadeaway, and he sinks that one at the back of the rim on the way in. 6 points for him.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Booker against Paul. Fader on the way. That shot off the mark. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The drive by Booker over Paul, and the rejection by LeBron.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to swat it down.
And so it's the East All-Stars, up by a dozen here. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Levine. Jimmy Butler is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 14. And it's Butler missing. The East All-Stars on offense. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Ball. Gobert trying to get open. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Paul outside. DeRozan in the corner. Back to Paul. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, you can see the excitement in DeRozan's eyes when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he's a knockdown threat from there.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. On the wing, Levine. In the corner, Middleton with it. Drops in the tray.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. So for the West, Jokic has checked in for James. Antetokounmpo comes in for Luka Doncic. And Curry subbed in for Chris Paul. The pass to DeRozan. The tray. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from DeRozan.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. And he's probably knocking it down, too.
And a deep three from Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Curry kicks to DeRozan. Back to Curry. Lets it go with a three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young way outside. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Again, Curry missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Oh, he hit it!
How did that go in?
How about the range on that jumper?
Pass to Jokic. Inside. Here's Giannis. Another shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that is just a superb effort from Antetokounmpo on the backboard. I mean, throwing himself on the glass and coming up with a lot of key rebounds.
James checked in for the West. And the East All-Stars call time here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. He gets it in there.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Now Young from deep. And Curry pulls it down. And DeRozan kicks to Curry. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Young from deep three-point range. Another miss by Young. The West All-Stars with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from DeMar DeRozan. Young fires away from outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got 12 points here in the second half. The West All-Stars, they're working against the clock right now. A shot by Curry, no good.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean,
he let it fly, and he gets it.
Boy, was that deep.
So smooth shooting the rock. Young trusts his shot from any distance.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trail by 15. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Jared Allen's checked in for the West. Doncic comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for the East All-Stars, Chris Middleton's checked in for Young. And Ball subbed in for Morant.
Which latest section wants a t-shirt?
Young's checked in for Ball.
Trae Young.
Embiid finds Young. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, when Trae gets in a rhythm like this, he can bury you with shots. The defense needs to try something new.
And here's the East. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. From deep three-point range, West All-Stars with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
but that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
He got it!
Man, oh, man, oh, what a shot!
What range!
What a shot!
My goodness.
Curry fires from way outside. From deep, the long distance three is buried.
And with that three ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the East All-Stars.
Misses the shot. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup